Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the pod. It's been a sec. And today we have a guest with us, Roman, our honorable third co-host.
First time in the studio.
Co-host.
Co-host. So yeah, it's
Co-host.
been like 4 weeks since we recorded, actually. I counted it. The last time we put an episode out, and it feels kind of weird talking. I kind of forget how to talk. But
Yeah, I'm just like, what do I say?
It's been 4 weeks.
yeah, it's been a while since we put an episode. Life's
I was gonna
busy.
say you guys haven't
We've
been podcasting in a while.
I know, life's been busy.
We've been like keeping up like our socials and we've been busy with podcast stuff. It's just like the actual recording of it.
I hate saying that we have no time to record because like I never want to say we don't have time to do something.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll start with weekly updates, and we'll let Roman go first if you have anything that
Monthly
happened.
updates at this point.
Monthly updates. I got my bachelor party coming up. Woo!
Where you
Going to
going?
Portugal, Lisbon. It's gonna be a grand old time.
Lisbon
Hopefully.
or Hisbin?
Hopefully. Hisbin?
Is it pronounced Hisbin?
No, it's
Oh,
pronounced.
was
I
gonna
guess
say,
you
I
just
don't
made
think
that.
it's pronounced Hisbin.
That's kind of cool though. Hisbin, like for the bachelor party, that could be like
That
the.
could have been. He's been single, but now.
Well,
Oh my
actually, I
God.
haven't
Do you have
been
a theme?
single for like
you have
11
a
years,
theme?
but no.
Guys are
They don't even-
so
they don't
Guys
even
are
have a-
playing, man.
I
We're
don't even-
lit-
I
we
think
don't
they-
even have a plan. We have one
I
dinner
know.
reservation.
I was talking to
booked.
Nello. I was like, "So what's your plan?" He's like, "I don't know. Where's gonna get there?" I'm like,
We have
"Okay."
one reservation booked. That's it. So I don't know. I
But
feel like it's
isn't-
better that way sometimes. Like you just go with the flow. You genuinely do what you want to do because sometimes you make a plan so far in advance, and then when the time comes, you're like, "Fuck, I don't really want to do this
Aren't you
anymore."
going to Electric Island there or Electric Festival?
No.
Oh, you're not going there.
We might go to like a nightclub, like an Electric Island esque club, but
yeah.
What are you most excited about?
the food, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I
Stage-
love
what's it
good
called?
food, man.
Pastéis Paniche.
Pastiche de niche or something.
Pastiche de nata.
Those are those hearts of.
The Portuguese tarts.
I think it's actually called pastiche de nata or something. That's the real
Pastiche
name.
de-
We
I don't
call it
something-
Pastéis Paniche.
Pastiche de niche.
Those when they're good, they're good.
Like they gotta be hot, crispy, and
Yeah,
like
and they
just
melt
like
kind of
but soft
Caramelized.
at the same time. Yeah, they're good.
Portuguese food slaps,
Mm-hmm.
actually. And you guys been wanting to go there for a really long time.
Yeah, really long time. So I'm
Well,
excited about that.
To be honest, it was all my idea. So originally, when I wanted to do my bachelorette party, I was like, I want to do something different. It's either my two things were like, either I'm going to do something really traditional, like Vegas, something that like I've never done, like I've never had a bender in Vegas or like partied in Vegas, and like that's just like a ultimate girls trip, right? Or I'm going to do something really different, like go to like somewhere in the Caribbean that's like low key,
Nah,
like
you should party.
Barbados
You should let your wild side out.
or Portugal.
You of all people should let your wild side out because
She's not going to.
you hold it
What
in.
do you mean?
She's not even gonna get drunk. She's
See,
gonna
I'm
be have
sorry.
one drink and
No,
be like,
literally,
I don't know if I'm
bro,
gonna drink
I've been
tonight.
trying to I've been trying to hype everyone up, and
Can
I'm
I
like,
finish my thought?
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Anyways, it was either Vegas or like somewhere cool like Portugal. So I created this whole like Portugal idea itinerary, and Roman was trying to think about places to go. They were gonna go to like Miami.
No,
or,
we were gonna do Amsterdam at first because I wanted
Which
to do
is, like-
Europe. Amsterdam's pretty cool.
That's
Red,
pretty cool
red light
too,
district
actually.
and all that shit.
You're gonna go.
You're going to Red Light District.
If we went to
Okay.
Amsterdam, maybe.
Anyways, then he stole my idea and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Like I'm gonna do Portugal." So now he's doing Portugal and I'm not. But it's not because of that. It's honestly because I felt like girls in Vegas. I feel like you're gonna get a way better bang for your buck. Honestly,
Europe
like,
are gonna make you pay. You know, like in Vegas,
in
they're
Vegas, we're
fucking happy to have
gonna
girls
probably
there.
come back with more money than we went there with in
Yeah,
Vegas. at
you're
this
gonna
point,
make
like-
money on your
With
on your
gambling
bachelor.
too.
To their point about letting my wild side out, I don't think you guys realize, like, I plan. Like, I like plan these things. Like, I don't like being drunk because of how I feel the next day because I have shit
Because
to
it's
do.
unplanned.
You
Yeah,
have nothing to do.
but I have
that
nothing to
weekend.
do in Vegas. Like,
Nothing.
I'm
Nothing.
going there to party. So, like, don't worry. My
Oh,
wild
it's
side will come
because-
out.
She's like, Friday, I don't know if we should go to a club Friday, if we have a day party Saturday. I'm like, you're not going to Vegas and not going to like a nightclub. Like, I just think that like
Yeah.
No,
you
I
have-
wanted to go to a nightclub. I just didn't know, like, do people
You'll have
go,
the energy to
do
do
people
both.
go to a nightclub and
I
then
just
wake
want to
up?
see Sam like behind Dom Dalla's booth. Like,
Oh,
I
It's
have
better that
absolutely.
way. Sorry to interrupt. It's better that way because you don't want a day party and a night party the same day.
Yeah, that's
that's
brutal.
fucked
That's
because
brutal.
you're gonna be literally partying for like 14 hours.
No,
straight.
I know 100%.
Like,
I'm trying to find like a nurse who does like the mobile IVs.
you probably pay $100 and you're good.
I have a vision and manifesting. We're gonna go see Dom Dalla at Live, and the songs they come on, and he's gonna look and they'll be like, "It's our batch," and you're gonna go up with him and you're like this.
I don't even want you to say it's my batch because when they say that, there's so many batches there. Like, just they're gonna be like,
Why
oh,
not?
another
Feel
batch.
special.
No, I know, but I just want to be like picked because we're picked, not because we're a batch. You know what I mean? Like,
Come
Just
on.
ultimate
trying to be
picked.
hot enough to be picked.
Yeah, we just want
Out
to be
of the
hot
blue?
enough to be picked to go
And
behind
cool
them.
and kind of just like
And like, not like, oh my god, Dom Dog. We're just gonna be like, yeah.
They're not gonna pick someone who's sober. I'll tell you that. So you better.
I don't know why you think I'm gonna be sober. Like,
they
I'm
also,
gonna
don't,
let-
they also don't pick people who like try to be cool. Like you genuinely enjoy the music and you're having
You
fun.
can't you
Yeah.
can't be there being like a miserable.
They want like energy. They don't want just like a social media clout
yeah,
chaser.
they don't
like,
want just like pouting.
or like your phone and like.
yeah, just fucking.
Anyways, it'll be a fun times. Very fun times. What's your weekly update?
I'm going to LA, then
Fun.
Vegas, then bridal shower. Sorry, no, LA, bridal shower, a little bit of a break, Vegas, a little bit of a break, and then probably another trip, then wedding. So
What other trip are you going after Vegas?
maybe Chicago,
In October?
maybe in September, or actually that might be before Vegas. I don't know yet. So I'm just a world traveler this summer.
Yeah, geez.
Going to LA for work though, so should be fun. My first time there. Gonna try and network for podcasting purposes as well while I'm there.
I don't
So-
know why, like LA scares me kind of.
LA just feels like La La Land. Like it truly is. You know how they call LA 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 Land? Like if you've never been there, I feel like you just think of LA as this like
Influencer world.
yeah,
like, literally,
influence.
like, a
Not even
fake
like
world.
celebrity world. Like a celebrity. Like I feel like I'm gonna walk down the street and see Brad Pitt. It's not like that.
Wait.
Well,
Maybe.
an anonymous person told me that LA is like that.
Oh.
He said when he was there, people would ask how many followers you have. And like if you had less than 10K, like they wouldn't associate with you. Like they wouldn't talk to you.
Like a
LA is like
restaurant?
a LA
Like
is,
anywhere. Like if he was meeting people and like they were just like not talking to him.
it
Like
would almost be like
Aw.
no,
Yeah,
it would almost
weird.
be like who
Weird
are
vibes.
you? So it's like, hey, I'm Roman. Oh, Roman, who are you? It's like,
like,
oh,
it's very like
I'm a big DJ producer. Oh, okay, I'm Sam. Sam, what are you? Oh, I'm like
Yeah.
a reality TV host. It's like, friend,
So
what
no
are
one
you?
has a
I'm
regular
just
job?
a regular person.
So if I say I'm a marketing coordinator, you'd be like,
No, but I
they
feel
might
like,
actually be like, well, for you it might make sense because like marketing coordinator, like you deal with. Do you deal with like social media people? Not really,
not
right?
really. Well, influencers, yeah, but I mean, like, not the influencers to that scale.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it's very
It's very
what's the
curated.
word?
It reminds me of Vegas, where it like doesn't feel real. They feel
but
like
Vegas
fantasy lands.
is Vegas. You feel like you're in a snow globe. LA, you feel like you almost have like even just thinking about going to LA. I'm like, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to get my hair done. Should I do
Yeah,
filler?
but
Should I-
traveling
it's like
shouldn't be like that.
no.
Like,
You should.
you
It should
should
be
not
part of
have
your
to-
lifestyle.
yeah, you shouldn't have to change. Like, because I'm going to LA, I need Botox and filler and all that.
Yeah,
I'm not
to
doing
feel
it.
in
I'm not
know,
doing
you
place or-
shouldn't. No one should have to feel like that. Like, you know what? I also actually sometimes felt like that when I was younger. When I would go to Europe and I'd be like, Euro summer, I need to get the best Euro outfits and like I need to look the best. And it's like, why can't we just go and like enjoy
Yeah.
without the aesthetic of like needing a new fucking Euro summer outfit?
Yeah.
Anyways,
So that's that.
What's your
my
monthly update?
weekly update, monthly update, planning Sam's batch and bridal shower.
I'm mostly planning the bridal shower. She's mostly planning the batch. She's like,
Makes sense though.
okay, I don't know. Okay. I don't know if anyone else like gets obsessed with fucking formatting. You definitely
I
don't.
think it's
But
definitely you.
it actually drives me wild.
I think
the-
if it's on the paper and you can read it,
No, it needs to be formatted correctly. I'm gonna put a picture of the way Fran formats.
like highlighted
here.
like
you're gonna be embarrassed.
title.
It's not bad at all. Like it literally just has the list of what we're doing, and then it shows. Anyways, but yeah, planning. I haven't really been up to much. It was my birthday, which was fun. I turned 26, and what did I do? Nothing really.
Went to watercolor.
On my actual birthday, I hung out with your brother actually, which was fun.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
went
you guys
to-
went out.
Jess's Mad Batter, the girl who was on our podcast. You guys have seen her here before. She had a little event. So we went out, which was cool. We ended up at this random Irish bar. It was like the most random
Different.
thing. It was different, but it was fun. I went for dinner. That's it.
Yeah, I just feel like May and June flew. Like, don't you like what? It's the end of June. How?
This whole year's been flying
This
by.
whole
2025 is halfway
I feel like
done.
we just came back from Florida.
Do you know
and
why? It's because you're planning something. Like when you have a wedding or something big to look forward to, every month is like it's 1 month, now it's six,
I'm
now five,
trying
now
not
four.
to live this year like that though, because I want to enjoy all of the other things. Like, of course, our wedding is like a big thing that's happening this year, but like, I don't want to make my whole identity my wedding. I'm very much adamant on like not being that person. Which, if you are that person,
I mean, enjoy it
Cool.
while it lasts because it's gonna end,
I-
and then
but I
you're gonna
wanna
have like
have-
70 years without
I
it.
just want to
Yeah.
have a little bit of both. Like, I want to like enjoy the wedding planning process without being like like too engulfed in it. Like sometimes I'll find myself like, even right now, I just saw something I should have done today and I didn't. An email I needed to send and I didn't. And I'll find myself doing that every day. I'm like, shit, fuck this, that. And it's like, hey, just chill. It's not the end of the world. Like, I just need to like enjoy this process and make it fun. Like, I'm a creative person. There's a lot of creativity going into it. So like, I'm trying to do that without like making the days pass by as like checks. One day closer to the wedding. It's like the wedding will be fun, but like I want to enjoy everything leading up to it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of mentally struggling with that. I also am super excited that Love Island is back. Have you watched it? Useless. Like, honestly, we could have talked about it.
I've been watching like from what you like. I'm basically caught up because I've been watching from where you're at, and I watch on TikTok. So anything you know,
it's pretty good. Last season was definitely better thus far. But anyways, that's another new update. I've been watching Love Island.
Wait, speaking of weddings, I came across something on TikTok, and I wonder what you guys think about this. They're called Irish goodbyes. Have you heard of it?
No.
How do you feel about somebody coming to your wedding and not saying bye to you before leaving? Like, do you think that's acceptable? And just like being like, okay, if you want to leave, now we're just gonna go and not. It's called an Irish goodbye apparently. Like when you go somewhere and then you don't say bye to everybody, you just dip.
Why
Like
is it
they're
Irish?
too drunk to say
I don't know why it's
bye,
called
like
Irish
kind of
goodbye.
thing.
I don't know why it's called that, but what do you guys think about that? Because one girl was like, I actually rather prefer you do that so that you don't bother me throughout the night being like,
I think
bye.
saying hi is more important than saying bye. Like if they don't say hi to you coming to the wedding, it's kind of like.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna do our best to like go to every table and be like, hey everyone, thanks for coming, because we're not doing a receiving line. Like we are not doing one. And the amount of looks that we've gotten from like our like family members and like people that we've told we're not doing a receiving line is a lot, but we're just like not like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Anyways,
Not many people do them anymore anyways, because like they're already there for you. It's like we don't need this like royalty.
I think it just depends on the type of people you are. We're just not that type of person.
Okay, anyways,
so
would you care if someone came to the wedding and didn't say bye?
I personally wouldn't.
I don't think I would care. I agree with what that girl said. Like if you have 250 people at your wedding, let's say, all those people need to come up to you and say bye, like the whole like.
I mean, I'd appreciate if someone
Yeah, of
said
course,
bye,
like,
but like I'm not gonna hate somebody that didn't say bye. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
think
I
about
won't even
it.
remember them
Yeah,
saying bye.
you know, like I'm not gonna think about it.
I'm not gonna be like Jessie left and she didn't say bye.
Yeah.
I do think though, like it is rude to not say bye to someone or somebody or something. Like I just think it's rude if you're at an event, like a birthday party, and you're not saying bye. Like not even like, hey, bye guys, we're heading out. Like I just don't know why I think it's rude. Maybe it's how we were like raised. Like, we're raised to go into every individual person, be like, bye.
Yeah, it's
And
very
that's-
like
that's
European.
I don't think that's
excessive. But to
necessarily
be like, hey, bye,
necessary.
heading out. Like, see you guys later. Like, I think that's normal.
That's why I think hi. I think saying hi is more important to me because
what
hi
is
is
this
like
convo?
you're kind of like I think saying hi is like you're, you know, like you've arrived somewhere. You're kind of like introducing your presence and then whatever, like leaving whatever, you know, like.
It's like whatever.
From a man's
think-
perspective, do you feel like planning a wedding has like shown you? I mean, we don't have to get into the intricates, but do you feel like planning a wedding from a man's perspective has shown you certain things that you may not have noticed before and like taught you certain lessons?
I've definitely grown to like go with my gut when it comes to planning the wedding, like.
Or like just planning things that you want to do in life?
Just yeah, it's like one day that's about you kind of thing. So it's like, why do you have to cater to other people? Kind of
Yeah.
like. Thing.
It's really
I've learned to like
hard.
almost like put myself first.
It's just
little
really
bit,
hard
but-
because you feel like you're asking so much from people. So like it's like you're nervous to ask them.
Yeah, I
Like,
hate that part. Like,
I'm not nervous. I just like almost feel bad. But then at the back of my mind, I would do it for them. Like I'm just that type. I would do for the people I'm asking to do it.
they
for
probably
me.
feel the same way, right? Like when they
Exactly.
like.
It's just like such a weird phenomenon where you're like, yikes! I need to tell you that this is what you need to buy. And then like, there's so many things on TikTok though where it's like, if you're asking someone to go to your bachelorette or bachelor party, you should be paying for the whole thing.
The trip?
Yeah.
I think it's nice to pay for like maybe a little something, like maybe like a, I don't know,
I
like
agree.
a
I
little
think
thank you, but not like the whole trip. It's like I think when you're a part of a bridal party or you kind of
it's the
expect,
opposite.
like you know, like you opted into like knowing that you might have to pay for it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like a weird thing. I think people have so many different perspectives on it. But like I think if you said yes, you're kind of like opting
Yeah.
into like the potential things that might come with being a bridesmaid or a groomsman.
I mean, it also depends, right? Like if you have the money,
Exactly.
It's different. Like,
If
if
I
I
had-
had fucking $10 billion, I wouldn't. Everyone would be coming for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
but like,
I do agree though. Like if you're asking to come on the bachelor or bachelorette party, like giving them something or like paying for one event or like something, a little gift is nice. You know, like something like that is nice. But like no, paying for like the whole thing is kind of like
I mean, I feel like the planning and doing all that stuff, like you're already orchestrating everything. It's kind of like
yeah, true.
all you need is their money, really.
Um,
But
So I want to address that June was actually Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And June is coming to an end, but we did want to close the month with bringing more awareness to this and have a little bit of a segment on this episode where we talk a little bit about mental health for men specifically, because I think for men, there's this whole like suck it up mentality and like, suicide rates are very high in men, and a lot of them come by surprise because you don't even know that anything's going on because they've had to suck it up for most of their life. So that's another reason why we had Roman on the podcast today, because obviously I live with him and I see what he goes through and stuff. And I don't want to speak for you, but like I know you like have a stance on mental health and like you're a man, obviously. So we kind of just wanted to like pick your brain and like use you as a voice here to kind of speak on it. So yeah, like what are your thoughts in general? And then I have a couple questions for you.
yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think men's mental health is definitely like overlooked or underlooked, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they kind of, it's just like, come on, you're a guy.
Yeah.
Get over it. You know, like I'm sure a lot of people can relate, like especially European people, like with immigrant parents. You know, like the immigrant mindset was, come here, fucking drown your problems, throw them away, and work, make money, live, start a family, do this, do that. You're a man. Don't worry about your problems. You know, like kind of thing. Like that was the mindset. And you know, I think long term, people are starting to realize that mindset actually cripples you long term, because like then you deprive yourself of all these things and accepting your emotions, and then like when you're 50, 60 years old, you crash, you know, because you just haven't had this time to reflect on how you feel about things, or like go through the motions of life and accept the way you feel about something. And like some people don't even know, you know, like if I asked my dad what anxiety was, he'd be like, it's fucking fake.
Yeah, literally.
It's in your head. Get rid of it.
And you know, to your point about like when they get older, it's like you see this in a lot of like elderly people who are in their like 70s or 80s that are now really, especially like men, that are now really struggling with their mental health. Like they just feel lonely and sad and depressed, and they don't know how to describe what they're feeling because they grew up being a man.
Exactly. They
Being
don't
a
know
tough
how to
man.
describe it. They'll just be like, oh, I'm stressed. But it's like,
Or they're just like
stress.
drowning in this sorrow,
Like, I'm
and
just sad. Like I'm just sad.
they won't get help from it for it because they don't
Yeah.
realize like that's a thing.
Dude, I work with some guys like you ever like want to talk to somebody or a therapist? Fucking shrink.
Yeah. You know what?
Tell
Yeah.
someone about my problems.
I actually met this guy at Italian Fest that like we went with. I don't get too much into it, but like we were talking about like therapy and therapists. I'm like, yeah, I'm in therapy. Go use like no, because like as a man, like I don't want to sound like too like logical, but they tell me things that I already know, and I'm kind of like not really. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people or men have that mindset. It was like, well, they're just going to tell me already what I know, but it's like
Yeah.
no, they teach you how to like put your emotions out there.
That's why I encourage you to go to therapy sometimes too, because
And I have that same mindset though. I'll be like, I
already know what you're
I
doing.
Yeah, I don't need
He's
it.
like,
I
what-
gotta figure it out on my own kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
or he's like, what do I even say? And I'm like, whatever, like literally whatever. But like, when did you realize, I guess, that like when did you first become aware of your own mental health? And like,
I became aware at a young age, to be honest, because I knew I had ADHD at a very young age. Like I could not focus for shit in school. I was always like talking and distracting myself. Even now, I like fidget. My legs always bobbing around. Like something's always moving. Like I can't sit still. And it's always been a problem of mine. And like even my parents would always be like, you can't sit still. Like fucking stop, stop moving, stop fidgeting. My dad would take shit away from me, and you know, and like I think at a young age I knew, but I didn't like know, if that makes sense. I knew like, okay, like something's up. Like maybe I
Yeah.
got something I'm dealing with, but like I just didn't know what it is. I couldn't pinpoint it. I didn't know how to help myself either.
Yeah.
Like
and how does that like kind of translate into your life now?
Now I've learned to live with it. Like now it's my friend, you know, like because I'm old enough to like embrace it and just kind of like make the benefits of it. Like
Embrace
now, to
what?
me, ADHD is a superpower. Like sometimes I finish people's sentences for them because like I'm like I know what you're gonna say. Like fucking spit it out.
I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah.
With you, like
It's a
almost
big
like,
ADHD thing. You're like waiting for someone to talk, and you're like, dude, you're just say it. I
yeah,
know what
it's
you're
like
gonna
you get
say.
so annoyed that
Yeah,
you're not saying
it
it properly.
frustrates me.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
a lot of people have like elements of ADHD. It's just about like how you utilize it and like knowing that it's there too.
Yeah. Well, that's like the first step of any mental illness is like awareness, realizing. Like if you don't realize something's wrong, that's like the first step to everything. Like
Yeah.
Other than
realizing.
Other than
acknowledging it.
ADHD, though, like, is there anything else that you've kind of suffered with or like have gone through in your life, mental health wise, that like this is a safe space that you feel like you would want to share?
Nothing like specific, but I mean, I don't,
Those,
I've
like,
had the
highs and
typical
lows.
like depression, anxiety cycle, you know, or like you're so fired up and anxious and you don't know what to do, and then you crash, and then you're just like you don't
I
want to
feel
do
like
anything.
you're kind of in one right now, like an anxious cycle, right?
I am, but I think it's just because like there's just a lot going on,
Yeah.
and I think
But I
that's
feel
more
like
so.
you try to like you do
Brush it
that. You
off?
brush it off. You're like you'll say things like, I'm just really anxious, but whatever, it's fine. And like you'll continue. And like I'll try
Yeah.
and poke it out of you, but like I could tell you don't really want
Mhm.
to talk about it. So it's like, how do men like I guess
That's
how
the
do
thing.
men feel how are women, like whether it's your wife, your girlfriend, your sister, how are they supposed to try and like help you, or maybe they don't interfere at all? Like, you know what I mean? Because I think people who love men, and like if you're a woman who loves a man, you don't want them to feel like they need to hide it, but then you also don't want to like poke and pry.
I think the best way to help someone is not to victimize them. You need to help them see what their life could be
Mm.
without these feelings or things, right? Like show them like proof or like through action. Like don't just be like, oh, you need help. I could help you get help or something like that. You know, like I feel like that never works when you start to make someone feel like they're like a victim or something. And then they're like, no, I don't want to be like the one with
So,
the
like,
problem or something. Like,
If someone was like, oh, I'm really anxious because of XYZ, maybe like do something to alleviate some anxiety.
yeah, like yo, think about a time when you were happy. Think about like times when you weren't feeling anxious. Like how good did you feel? Like how invincible and on top of the world did you feel when you weren't anxious and shit like that?
Mhm.
Like people kind of come to their own conclusions,
Yeah.
their own.
I also feel like men more so hide their anxiety and mental health with like humor. Like
Yeah.
they'll make like a joke out of it or like cover up with humor because it's like what they know. I feel like you're like that. I don't like,
Yeah.
I've known you for quite some time now. So I mean like I feel like because you're a very like comedic person, like if you were to say something maybe about your feelings, you can like easily hide it with like humor and people
I
be like,
could
oh,
crack
it's
a
just
joke and
Roman
get
being
rid of it.
funny.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Which I think your humor is like what a lot of people like about you, but also what I feel
It's
like
my shield as well.
Yeah.
it's
I
my
feel like
it's
for
my
a lot of
protection.
people too, they use humor to protect themselves as from like what they're maybe actually are really feeling.
Yeah.
in
I
that
think
moment.
that's definitely a big one. I agree with that.
Do
That's true.
you have any advice for like other men out there who may be going through anxiety or maybe like some ADHD challenges? Like what can they do to help their significant others or just like family help them?
I don't know. Everyone's different, right? Like it affects people's lives differently. Like my problems don't affect my life to the point where I need substances to help me. Like I don't
Mhm.
need ADHD medication. I could take it.
Mhm.
I might be better off with it. Who knows? But like I'm not at a point where like my life is like crippled without it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's okay if you are. That's
Mhm.
that's
And,
the
and
point.
it's okay. That's what I'm saying. Like everyone's different, right? Some people may feel crippled and they're like, I need to take it. Like this has changed my life for the better, you know. And there's people that fucking take ADHD medication without ADHD just
Yeah,
to
true.
focus. So like,
Well, yeah. Thank you for sharing your perspective on men's mental health because all you men out there, we love men and we
they're no
Hope-
good without men.
Yeah.
Women can run without men.
okay.
Vice
I don't
But
know
it's
about
vice
that
versa
one,
too.
but
It's ditto.
that's
It's
true. I don't know
ditto. We
that
need
one,
each
but
other. We
yes,
need each other.
We need each other, and all you men out there watching this, just know that your mental health matters. You matter. If you ever want someone to talk to, we're here. Feel free to send us a DM, and we're going to put some resources in our link in bio and our YouTube description of where you can find some services that can maybe help with mental health or just help you get there and talk to someone. So
So you've been doing therapy for a while too, so have I. And it's actually like kind of life changing a little bit. Do you agree or no? I only say that just because like I feel like we've gone through a lot. Like Sam and I have gone through a lot of stuff. I've been through my own stuff, but I'll be vulnerable again here. I went to my last therapy session. I was like, I want to fix the patterns that I have that I don't like about myself, or I want to hold myself accountable for things. And she goes, well, what's one thing you feel like you do? And I'm like, I feel like sometimes I do white little lies. And I do.
We know.
I do white little lies. But for things that, like, for example, if somebody asks me how much I weigh, I'll lie about how much I weigh. If
But
somebody,
that's like that's okay to lie
no,
about.
but
Like you
there's
don't have to
no, but there's a
tell
different.
someone how much
No,
you
I know,
weigh.
but there's a different. Wait. Or if somebody asks me, for example, like who I saw that day or something, I'll like lie about it. But like I'm
Yeah.
like, why the fuck?
What?
I'll catch myself and I'll be like, why am I like sprinkling white little lies?
No, you'll-
Like,
I heard like little lies like that are your brain's way of
defending you for getting
defending.
Where like it's what you think the other person wants to hear.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I got to that realization that like they might not be huge lies, and I'm not like a liar, but like I'll like sprinkle little things to either A, protect myself from like the truth or like what they'll think about me, or people please because it's like what they want to hear, or C, and she made me realize this. It's in some of my friendships where I feel like I have to like fabricate things in order to like connect with them, because if it's we don't have that, there's like nothing really to talk about, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
well, if I don't come up with a good story and maybe put a little lie here and there, not like a lie,
To
but
be honest, I used to feel that way
over-exaggerate,
too.
or even like, and this being totally transparent, like judge somebody, like to spark a conversation with my friend. It's like, why the fuck do I have to do that in order to like feel close with you? Like, why
Yeah,
are we
it
judging?
feels like
someone?
unnatural.
I don't want to judge somebody else. Like, I don't want to like talk shit about.
But can
which
I
is-
say something on that? I used to be that way too, and like sometimes I catch myself still being that way, where like I won't lie, but I'll like
fabricate the truth a little bit.
emphasize
Yeah, something.
like an aspect of my life, or like seem more enthusiastic about something that someone is telling me when I actually don't care. And like
yeah.
it makes me feel like, why do I not care what this person is saying? And it almost makes me feel like I'm not connected to some of these people that I'm talking to, or if it's a friend or whatever. And like I realize it's okay. That's why you grow apart from people as you get older, because there's like things in life that like you
You don't
care
have the
more
same.
about.
Yeah, you don't have the
And
same
honestly,
interests
like-
and whatever.
That too. And I feel like something that I'm working on in therapy is opening up to people about like some of the things that I've been through in life, because I really don't. Like I don't tell anyone shit. I have trust issues. I don't want to tell anyone, because I don't want to tell someone, like a close friend, something and then be like, who is that person going to tell? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
So-
shouldn't feel like that's towards your close friends. Your close friends.
I know,
should
and
never
it's
tell.
nothing on them. It's not. It's me. It's like I am afraid to open up. As I get older and older, I get more afraid to open up, and I like put up more walls. Whereas when I was younger, like I used to like say whatever. Like it's very weird, and like that's also something I'm working through in therapy. Like why do I feel that way? Like why am I like scared to tell people?
Why do you
things?
feel so open with your therapist versus your friends?
Because
people you've
they're
known for like a
Confidentiality
long
agreement.
time.
Yeah, first of all, there's
Yeah,
confidentiality.
yeah,
You can't tell
confidentiality.
fucking anybody.
They're an unbiased, like objective person. I have unloaded everything on my. She literally sometimes is like, wow. Anyways, I'm like ranting here, but I feel the same way about friends sometimes. I feel like I need to like over exaggerate or like overemphasize stuff, because like I don't feel like I am connecting, but it's really like.
You're like faking a connection so that you can like talk about things, because if you feel like you don't have anything, it's just like,
Are we even friends?
what's up? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like,
Well, what do you guys do to be more in the moment with conversations? Like, do you guys have like go-to things to talk about? Like,
do.
It's mostly like what's going on currently in your life, right? Like if you're planning a wedding, it's always
Yeah,
like
but I feel
how's
like
the
you
wedding?
always have that one friend. Like, for example, me and Mel will talk about the same fucking situation 30,000 times. And
Yeah,
it just
you do
never
have that
gets
one friend.
boring, because it's like,
because
that's
you
just-
enjoy each other's
that's our
company.
trauma bond together. Like, we will just talk about things that like have happened or whatever. That's fine. But then in other scenarios, I catch myself just like fabricating things to like seem like to like accentuate a friendship that like maybe
Yeah.
has fizzled out or like is not good for me. But like I'm trying to keep it alive by like putting little lies or judging somebody or talking shit. It's like I don't want to do that, you know?
Yeah, but you know it's like something they would like to talk
Yeah,
about.
they
so
would
it's
like,
kinda
and they keep it going, right?
Moving on from this topic, I have a question for all you sisters out there, because our sister content does really well. Like people just like love.
Us.
Yeah,
people
sister
just, like,
content,
like-
couples content, all that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it actually does. Like people are very
going
interested
crazy.
in like the
Relationship.
nuances of like sister relationships. So I have a question for you. This
For
is-
me?
No, for like people
Oh.
listening. It's very niche. When your sister leaves something at your house or in your car, do you tell her or do you just wait until she's there and may see it again and then use it for the time being? Do you understand?
Depends what the product is.
So like Fran
Depends
left
what
her
it is.
sunglasses in my car. And
Are those on your fucking head right now? They
no,
are.
it's not these ones. It's
no,
not these ones.
you're a liar.
It's
Because I
not these
literally
ones.
asked
It's
them if
not
those
these
are my
ones.
glasses, and you're like, no. I
When
don't
did
have
you
them.
ask that?
Where are my glasses now?
They're in my house. But for example,
That and my sandals, my Shein slippers.
Are they red?
what Shein?
Huh?
Okay,
Are
no,
they
no.
red?
Are they red?
The sandals.
Probably. I don't even
What
remember.
are you talking about?
There's a
They're
red pair of
beige.
slippers in there. Oh,
No. Those are you left those. Those you put in there. I don't wear
What
those.
red?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw a red pair. Maybe it's those ones.
These ones. These are
Oh.
mine. Anyways, she left her sunglasses in my car, for example, and I was like, I think these are hers, but like whatever.
That
Like
is
I'll just
fun.
like leave them there until she sees them. I know she does the same thing. I
Blissful
know
ignorance.
my lip liner is. I bought Whirl lip liner maybe 3 times this year because I always leave it in her car. It is. Yeah, you're a liar. You're
Really? You
you're a
just took my
compulsive liar.
sunglasses.
Those are $2 Shein sunglasses.
No, they're not.
Where are they from? Amazon?
Because they're
$10.
exposing each other right now.
It doesn't
No,
matter.
no, she's actually a liar because you know what? She hasn't asked me about the sunglasses. That's the thing.
But you
I
haven't
forgot
asked her
about
about
them.
her.
Yes, I
Yes,
did.
you did.
I've
Oh.
asked her about the lip liner twice.
She did.
You're evil. That's actually evil.
Okay, I'll
straight
buy
up.
you another world.
No, I already bought. Like,
Anyways,
That's pretty
there's probably a
evil.
bunch of other things that, like for example, my brown boots that like I keep
I
saying,
borrowed those. Though.
that I keep saying, can you give them back to me? You just never do.
What do you
Until
mean
I
you-
will go in their
how many-
closet and take them.
But
out
how
of your
many times
closet.
have you been at my house the last since I've worn those? You could have gotten them. When you
But
wore
the
my
point
black
is, like,
boots-
you're not the one being like, hey, by the way, your brown boots are upstairs. Remember to go get them. Like, I have.
Did you say that about my black boots? No, you didn't.
Okay, well,
Exactly. I'm talking about when they accidentally leave something. Do you tell them or you just wait until they see it again? With my lip liner, I dropped it. And I was like, I know I dropped this. And you must have picked it up. And now you're saying that this is your lip liner.
I thought it was actually mine until I realized that this is not mine. So
When did you realize now that you have 2?
You can have back.
You have 2.
No, I lost my other one, I think, or mom took it or something. Whatever, you can have your roll up back. I'll give it back to you.
Anyways, I do that. I don't do it with other people, but I just do it. It's like a sister niche thing. So I just felt like I had to ask.
I have another sister
I'm glad I
niche
asked
thing.
because now I got something out of it.
I have another sister niche thing. It could be a brother niche thing. In a sister relationship, there is always a pink blue sister versus a purple green sister. I was a purple green sister. My room was literally purple and green.
Oh, yeah, because Scooby Doo.
So I'm wondering, anyone out there,
Pink blue. I was not
who
pink.
was a pink blue and who was a purple? No, it could be pink or blue.
You were blue.
Oh,
And
yeah.
who is a purple or green? And I feel like the younger sister is always the purple or green.
I was blue.
How about brother? What was your room growing up? What color?
We shared a room. me
Oh,
and
you
my
did?
brother,
You
for-
did?
Till I was like 10
I'm saying
years
no,
old.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Were you there on the wall? Like I'm confused.
Till I was like,
No, he had his own room at that house. What do you mean?
you let me finish. Till I was like 10 years old, we shared a room. So like, I think our room was blue.
Interesting.
And then when I had my room, it was blue as well. To be honest.
What was his? I think it was
Shit, I
black.
don't know.
I would love to be like a fly
I
in
think it
the
was
wall
like gray. Yeah.
of like a brother relationship, like
Very
living
different.
together.
It's
Very
different.
different. Like you guys like not in a bad way, but like you guys like bicker at each other a lot. Guys are more like.
Roman respects his older brother.
Maybe because their older brother respects him back.
he does also respect. He doesn't really do anything to me.
He
Like
doesn't
we
do
don't.
anything, but I don't do anything. You know, everyone
Like
on
he'll
this,
take my clothes and stuff, but like then I'll just be like, okay, I don't care. Like I'm just gonna take one of yours.
she got so heated the other day. My no was like,
Oh, that's on my topic. No, no.
Steam. No, can I speak?
No,
from my
that's
perspective.
on my topic. Okay, let me bring it up first. That's on my topic, and I want to ask Roman if he feels the same way. But I realize this is for my own. This is for my own.
Like that's your
issues.
own.
It's my own issues, but this is what annoys me. Not annoys me, but I have to figure out why. So we're at my nano's house, okay? We're talking about investing, how I want to invest my money, and my nano makes a comment where he's like, "You should ask your sister because she's good at this and done it before." I don't know why that triggered I was like,
She literally had
Bothered
steam
you?
come
I
out of her
literally went
ears.
to him. I was like, okay, why can't I do it myself though? And my nose was like, well, she's done it before. And I went silent, and I literally wanted to fucking punch Sam in the face.
I didn't do anything.
But you smirk.
I
Which
smirked.
is so annoying.
No,
She'll like this. She'll like,
100%. She'll be in the background
yeah.
going like,
no, I didn't
yeah,
do
she
that. I
did.
didn't.
She did that. You literally.
Can you fucking
You
let
literally
me
were like,
speak? Can I
She
speak?
was like,
No,
like
I
that.
did
was like,
not do that. You're over. You know that white lie thing she was talking
No,
about? She's doing
this
it
is
right
not.
now. That was a lie. I sat there and I was like, it was more of like an oh fuck thing because I was like, I already know she's gonna be cheese that he just said that. But it is true. Like I have done
okay,
it
so
before.
listen, I know. Listen. So I sat with the feeling afterwards. I'm like, why do I feel this way? why do I feel like my nano's trying to pin my sister against me? Like why do I feel some competition here? Like it turned into a primal reaction where I was kind of like,
Yeah.
why do I feel like
so
now?
extra.
No, it's not extra because I feel like a lot of younger sisters can relate to what I'm feeling, and maybe even brothers or just a younger sibling.
But hold on,
where-
before you continue, you make it seem like it's a me thing, but that's a you. I never said,
Because
I
sometimes
have
you
never
will.
once said I'm better than you. I do this better than you. I've never
but
once said that in my
sometimes you
life.
will egg on like no, for example, as to why you do it, why you're better.
No,
why...
I never did that.
Okay,
I have
that's
egged
my
on
feelings.
why the suggestion I'm making could be better than what you're making through my educated
I don't think
guess.
you're none with my brother. They'll be like, you should. My own parents say that. They'll be like, you should ask your brother. Like, he's good with money. Like, he works with money
No,
for a
he really
living.
was
Like,
money. Yeah, no. But
you know, like-
anyways, I was thinking like, why do I feel this tension when he asked me that, and why is it directed to Sam when she didn't really do anything? And I feel like a lot of younger sisters or siblings can relate, and I put points that I don't want to forget. But I think it's because I automatically went to like my nose comparing me and trying to put me in competition with my sister. Why is he doing that? Why can't he think I can figure out investing in myself?
But he didn't say that.
Okay, I know. And then I think because older siblings are often, I'm reading it because I don't want to forget. Older siblings are often natural role models. And then there's like this to me at least, there's like this unspoken of standard that you have to reach, like what your older sister or what your older brother or sibling did. And if you veer off that path in the littlest way, it's like, why didn't you do that? Your sister did it. Your sister did it, and she turned out great. Like, why aren't you following that?
Yeah, but there's also.
Sam, can you let me speak? Because there's
Sorry.
a point to it. It's what. So it's a vibe that I get. Like, it's just a natural vibe. Even if it's not the truth, it's just a vibe that I get. And also, it makes me feel like I lack a sort of like independence, because it's like, why do I have to do everything that Sam did as a younger sibling? And again, maybe a younger sibling just can relate, where you feel like when someone makes a comment that's like, why didn't you do this? Or why don't you ask my sister? It triggers maybe a sort of competition, because when we were younger, and we talked about it before, Sam and I were always pinned against each other, where Sam was a smart, educated, intelligent one. I was an athletic runner, really good at sports. So people would like often use that against each other. Like, be like, your sister runs so fast. Why aren't you good at running? Or why aren't you good at soccer?
Yeah, like,
your sister went to UT. Why aren't you? So like,
I never wanted to do cross country. I never wanted to do track. Why did I do it? Because.
But every time someone says a comment where it's like, ask your sister, she's done it before, it like triggers that like, fuck, we're in
trauma
competition
or
now.
whatever,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
I gotta prove myself.
But there's also this thing where it's. Am I allowed to speak?
Yeah, but now I'm gonna end my conversation by saying it's not Sam and it's not my Nino's comment. It's just that internal validation I have to give myself that like, Sam has done it before. She is 3 years older. It's
you have to like put your ego aside and
it's
kind of
nothing
just
to do
be
with
like,
how she's better. It's just she actually has lived the experience before.
Another example is when she talks about renting or buying. I never say renting's worse than buying just because like we bought or whatever. I'll just give her the fact. Okay, so I don't need to buy just because what if I want to rent? I'm like, okay, so rent. Like, you get way too defensive. And it's like, I'm just telling you what I've done. It's not necessarily that like I did everything the best either. Like, I could have gone through something that didn't work, and a family member or someone could be like, ask your sister what she did. Like, maybe it didn't work. And there's been things in my life that haven't
it's
worked.
up to you how you take that, right? Like your sister said, like you could take it as, why is he making us compete? But like, I feel like it's
no
an
one
ego
does
thing.
that.
You just gotta be like, yo, like, you guys obviously have history, so like you take it as a comparison
It's
thing.
actually
But
funny that she's talking about it, because I literally looked at her and it looked like she was about. It looked like she had steam
and
coming
you
out of
can
her
tell-
ears.
because she was waiting for you to probably do like one of those like.
I was
and
just
she
like,
did.
no, I did. I did not do
You
that.
can tell too, because my face, I literally like this. Like, I literally started biting my cheeks.
My
and, like,
poor no was like, the fuck. Like,
He's like, what did I say?
you know what? And I've talked about my therapist about this as well, where like there's been situations where like, for example, our family will be like, well, Fran did this, and then Sam maybe feels a bit bad, and then they'll be like, well, and Sam did this, but we don't stand up for each other. Like,
I did.
Talking to you therapy wise, I would love it if, you know, if my mom was like, Sam can't do it, let Fran do it. And I'd be like, no, what? Actually, no, Sam is very capable of doing that. Let Sam handle it. Instead of me being like, yeah, she can't, like, I do it better. Which
Yeah,
I've done
yeah.
before, and you've done before as well. Like, for example, when I was doing your bridal shower invites, and I made one little mistake.
You didn't make one mistake.
Whatever, I was making it.
You made a lot of
People were
mistakes.
breathing down my neck, and it was like 9 o'clock. I'm texting everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And my mom was like, just give it to Sam. She'll do it. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it better. Just give it to me. Like, I would appreciate maybe you're like, you know what? She made
Yeah,
a
be less
mistake.
aggressive
That's
about it.
okay. Keep going. So that's something that I'm learning that I want to do.
Right,
and
but
maybe
when-
other
when-
siblings can relate. I have some reader things that people have said, because we actually put this on a poll a while ago. Someone said, you know, I'd love to know how to stay true to yourself when your siblings or parents judge you. And it's kind of, I guess, not similar, But I
How
think
to
it's,
stay true to yourself when your parents or siblings judge you.
I think my main piece of advice, sorry, would be not to take it personal. Like the one thing I've learned is like do not take anything personal, because if anyone, especially your parent or your sibling, is judging you, it's usually coming from a place of projection or like a place of like their own hurt or trauma, and they're just trying to put it out on somebody. So I would say not to take it personal, although it's hard.
I would say, which I struggle with, is don't react right away. Like if your parent or your sibling is saying something, they are probably the people who can trigger you the most. You grew up with them. They know
You should never act on emotion. That's
No,
like
no,
a good
you
like life lesson.
you should
in
never, but
general.
especially in times like that, it's like don't react right away. Like if it's a text, especially if it's a text, because I rage text sometimes. So
You do.
Yeah,
You
she
did today.
does.
This morning she rage texted me. I was like, okay, bye.
So me
Talk
too.
later.
Me too. When I engage in it.
you rage text too.
Even this morning, I didn't constitute for.
I didn't rage
text.
text this morning. That wasn't a rage text. That was
Sounded-
just a
sounded
regular
like
text.
it.
Anyways,
That was just a regular text.
can I give my advice now?
Yeah.
From experience, don't react right away, because your parent or your sibling, they know you the best out of anybody, probably. And they know how to push your buttons, and they will say something that they know triggers you. And if whether it's judging you for whatever it is, like for example, my mom, my sister will be like, "You never have food in your house." It's like, yes, I do. I do actually have a lot of food in my house.
I hate that word. I hate when
Never.
my parents used, specifically my dad would always just be like, "You always do that,"
or you
like,
never. It's
"You
like
never do that."
they will be
Always
like-
and never are the shittiest words of the language.
they'll be like, "You never have food in your house." I come over and there's never food. It's like, yes, there is, but you're coming over unannounced. You're like, "Hey, I'm coming over in 10 minutes. Do you have lunch?" Like, no, I meal prep for myself. I don't have lunch for you. And then they'll just trigger me like, "Oh, of course you don't. You never have food. I can't even eat at your house." I'm like,
yeah, I don't know how I'm not dead because I've never
yeah,
had food
like,
in my house.
Really.
I've never.
Or you know what's the best is when they go, "What does Roman eat?
Mom says
What?
that, not me.
What does
That
Roman
poor kid
eat?"
starves.
Roman, tell them what you eat. Tell them I pack your lunch
Yo, your
every
mom
day.
rides for me. I love it.
Yeah, but-
She's ride or die for
I
me.
literally packed this guy's
Okay,
lunch every
you're
day. Anyways,
going-
sorry. The advice: don't react, because that was just an example. I was reacting just now. You see how I reacted? Don't do that. I have to practice sometimes. Like I'll say something, they'll say something that's triggering, and I'm like, hey, let me just like take this in. I know who I am, especially as an adult, and like I am who I am. If they feel a certain way about it, that's how they're gonna feel. They're still gonna like they're still your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad at the end of the day, and they're still gonna love you just the same. So it's like
There's
kind of have
also-
to let it roll over.
There's
your
also
shoulder.
so much power in like not reacting and like controlling your emotions and being like, this is how I'm staying true to myself, is by not reacting and by like knowing that it's not true what they're saying, or even if it is a little bit true, like just not giving the
caring.
satisfaction of like outbursting, because there's so much power you have when you hold your emotions.
That's why ego is such a powerful thing to control. Like you
Yeah.
need to be able to control your ego to like flourish in life.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
like your ego is all the bad things and voices in your head. And then when you let it out, it's like it's not
it's like out in the world, like it's like your energy now. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
energy around
It's
you.
just like I don't know,
It's
like
ugly energy.
it's that's exactly what you said. Like being able to compose yourself and not act on emotions, like the strongest emotion almost.
that's
Like
how
it's like the
that's
strongest.
like the way you can be the most true to yourself, I feel.
Yeah.
Or someone said protective big sister energy, but can come across as controlling. How to navigate? I don't think you're that protective. Like you never were, not in a bad way. But Sam was never that protective. Like don't touch my sister, or where are you going? Or
I
like
remember a story from soccer. She said someone hit you and she like saw red. She was like, I
Oh, yeah, that
fucking
was, like,
wanted
the
to
one
run on the
time-
field and beat
that
this
was the
girl
one
up.
time
She
where I
almost
really
punched me in the face. Like this girl actually almost like
To
clocked
me,
it.
that's protective instinct.
that was
Like
even-
without even a second thought, you were like,
yeah, but that's because like she was physically like
about to actually kill me. Like she,
like
was-
she physically scratched her
if some
face.
random guy was treating your sister like shit, you would.
Obviously.
Yeah, but I'm
But,
saying
like-
growing up, she wasn't like that sister where it's like, where are you going? Who are you hanging out with? Don't touch my sister. Like, don't. Like, she wasn't like.
she wasn't like motherly.
No, she
not
wasn't
like that.
motherly.
No, it's
she
weird.
wasn't motherly.
Not
But that's
weird.
good. I think that's better for your relationship now.
I
because,
do
like,
think that that's
you,
a healthy
You don't like try
dynamic.
to impress her, you know? Like you guys are kind of just like,
I am who I am. It's like what?
yeah, you guys are just like good.
But what advice would you give somebody if they feel like they are the protective older sister, and they don't want to come across as controlling to the younger sister, for example?
I actually don't have advice because I'm not like that. Like I don't think I'm controlling at all. Like as a sister.
As
I
a
mean,
sister.
like in my life, I kind of like am a little bit controlling, but like as a sister, I'm not like do this, do like I'm not like another parent that like I need to approve things before she does them. She actually doesn't really give a shit. So Like, if anything, it's opposite. But like,
I guess it just depends on the dynamic.
it just
but we can-
depends. Like, if you are looking out for your younger sister, whoever asked this, if you're looking out for your younger sister's best interest and you genuinely are like, I don't want her to go down this road because like it's gonna be bad or like well, whatever it is, like
You have to be like I guess it works for guys too. You just gotta be like supportive and
yeah.
you know don't act on emotion again. Like don't be emotional about it. Just be
You also have to
honest.
let that person, like
Make
your sister, your
mistakes.
brother, make those mistakes and live
depends
their
on
life.
mistake though. Like some mistakes you shouldn't
it's
make once.
detrimental,
Like
yeah.
there's mistakes that you should never make.
There's
you know what I
mistakes
mean?
that
Like,
I've definitely made over and over again where Sam probably told me like you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't be saying that, you shouldn't be with that person, you shouldn't do that.
yeah, like
And
watch what you say to this person.
and
I
watch
have
what you
doing
definitely
it.
given her advice on like relationships
that I don't listen to. So.
that she has not listened to, but like I have never been like
Told you so.
yeah, I've never been like you should have fucking done that.
Yeah.
That's toxic.
Like I've never done that. I've been
hindsight. Don't be a fucking hindsight Harry. I
No,
hate
I
people
hate
like that.
hindsight Harry.
You see, you should have done this. It's like,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
fuck off.
I want to wrap this up on one thing. I want to talk about one thing we're each obsessed with lately. I have been obsessed with cookies. I think Rowan has been too. It's been like a hype.
Oreo cookies.
No. I'm going to list all the cookies.
love
I'm going to list
cookies.
the categories of cookies. We are hyper fixated on our little sweet treat being cookies. So, on the, I don't want to say these are healthy cookies. They're not healthy. But on the less sugar, store bought, a little bit like a lower calorie cookie end, we have Tate's. They're called Tate's cookies. You can get them at Farm Boy. They have like a lemon
this an ad?
flavor. They have a chocolate chip flavor. What? No, it's not an ad. This is not an ad. They have a lemon flavor. They have a chocolate chip flavor. They have like a, I don't know. They're just so good. They're like crunchy thin. Good little sweet treat. Second, which is a cheap option, classic. Over the last year, I've become obsessed with Oreos. What?
I thought you were gonna say popcorn.
Oreos
No,
are
I'm talking about
so
cookies, like
good.
our hyper
Oh,
fixation
just
cookies.
cookies,
Just
yeah.
cookie categories. Oreos, so good. I remember when I was younger, I never liked them.
They're
I never, so good. Next, on the more deluxe, luxe cookie category, Rome's favorite. Mediocrely accessible, meaning like you don't have to go too far to get them, and like if you
It's
if
like
you
within
want them
15 kilometers of wherever you are in the GTA usually.
Craig's cookies.
I am a fucking whore for Craig's cookies. They have a score one. It's so good, like a score
Craig?
brownie or
Is
something.
Craig here in, like in Richmond Hill?
There's one in Von Mills. Craig, if you're listening, please sponsor this podcast. Roman would be the happiest person ever.
Please,
Then-
I'll add the shit out of that.
If you're from
Company.
Toronto, you know this place. Andrea's Cookies, top tier. Once in a while,
never tried.
If you don't, what?
I've never tried interest cookies.
They're more like cookie dough. It's like very soft.
They're like
very
they're like
different.
half cooked cookies almost. Like I don't know how
So,
to explain it.
That's my obsession. How about you?
Number one is tennis. Me and Mel have been going to tennis every week, and I've really been liking it. It's
I don't wanna
very,
play tennis for the outfits.
it's very hard. I'm very like I pick up on sports easily, and this was like I was getting really frustrated with myself.
I
Like,
can see you playing tennis actually. That's,
Right?
that's a pretty
It was-
accurate sport
but-
for you.
But the next morning, like the randomest muscles were sore. Like my fucking forearm and like my wrist was sore.
Like your
I was
weenus.
like, what the hell?
Whatever that part's
But-
called.
Venus, is that what you said?
The weenus.
No,
What's
like
this
right
part
here,
called, dude?
like right here was like sore. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? But really been liking tennis. Next is hypochlorous acid spray.
Oh my god. Yeah, really good.
Oh my god, this stuff. Mel got it for my birthday, and now I use it.
It's the one you use, Tower 28.
Element, it's called. It's from Amazon. It's $18, and it's so fucking good.
What
it's
is
like a
it?
dupe. So basically, like when you sweat and you can't shower right after, this spray is like kind of like a bacterial spray.
Gets rid of that like glaze.
It gets
that
rid of
you
your
get.
glaze. It refreshes you, and it makes you not like break out after if you can't like shower right away.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's another thing that I've been loving. And then mine is also Oreos. Every night before bed, I have 3 Oreos, dip them in milk.
You know, they're actually like good macros. Not to be obsessive, but like
Yeah, if you gotta hit your calorie
if you
goals,
got it, no, if you're trying to hit your
Just eat
calorie goals,
Oreos?
like no, they're not high calorie. So like you can sneak 3 in there because like they're like
it
100.
says 3 is a serving of 180 or whatever.
Yeah, it's actually good.
3 cookies is 180 calories.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a
lot.
Oh,
lot,
really?
bro. Those cookies are fucking
tiny.
tiny, bro.
Yeah, but like
Sometimes I
I'm
have like 7 too.
no,
Sometimes
but
I'm
like the
oh,
thing is, I'm
Oh my
satisfied with
God.
3. You
I'm
know,
not. I can have the whole bag if I really wanted to.
I'm the same
Sounds
way.
good
Like
right
when
now.
I start eating something and if it's really good, like
I'll
I
just
almost
keep
feel
going.
like it's my duty to finish it.
No,
Like I'm
literally.
disrespecting it if I don't
is it
eat
safe
all
to
of
say
it.
that's your obsession, cookies, or do you have another one that you wanna? Like
I don't. I had
hyperfixation.
another obsession. I honestly forgot what it was though. Like last week, I remember you were talking
Yeah.
about it. You're like you're obsessed with these.
Is it food?
It was a type of food or like a drink or something. I was like,
Oh, did you talk about it? Was it energy drinks?
no.
Oh
There
yeah,
was
I'm
some-
hyper fixated right now on watermelon Red Bull too.
Yeah, that's not
probably
good.
probably bad, but yeah.
She loves Red Bulls now.
But
I
like
That's
stocked
not
up
good for
on my
you,
fridge.
Red Bull.
Why? It's just an energy drink. It
To be honest,
actually-
it's one of the healthier ones.
it
Like
actually
it's one of
makes
the
you feel
OG.
so
I
like,
don't know
good.
why I'm scared of Red Bull.
I used to be.
it's
I used
because
to
it's
be.
like the face of energy drinks, but it's actually like it's good for you. Like it's like the people that advertise for it actually drink it. Like
No,
it's,
like Fran, if you drink a Red Bull, it actually makes you feel
there's
like
no crash, there's no like
You don't feel
jitterness.
jittery.
Like it's actually like top tier energy drink in my opinion.
Interesting. Maybe I'll try.
Like-
Can I do one?
yeah.
Kind of sounds gross. An onion salad.
Your
Like
breath.
red onions?
No.
Probably.
Listen to what I do.
Is
And
your
it's-
breath stank after?
Well, no, I brush my teeth after, or I don't go anywhere. But you know how good
We'll wrap
onions,
up.
onions are for like your immune system? I'll take
Yeah.
a red onion, raw red onion. I'll peel it, I'll cut it, and then I'll put olive oil, vinegar, capers, and Parmesan cheese. Holy shit!
What's
you
a
get
caper
You brought
again? Olive?
capers to my house. They're in our fridge. 'cause
it-
she
like
brought them.
little kind of like olives / pickles. I don't know. I think they're like a dried.
I don't know. I always hear about capers. I've actually never
Anyways,
even seen one.
it's really. It
eaten
sounds
one.
disgusting, but it is so savory. All the savory people out there would absolutely love that.
Anyways, guys,
Nice
thank you
little
for
rant
listening to
sesh.
our rant. Thank you, Rome, for coming on again
No problem.
in honor of Men's Mental Health Awareness. We appreciate you. You guys, stay tuned. There's some fun shit coming up this summer.
Oh, I'm excited.
We're actually really excited for. It's going to be like very, very cool. So stay tuned to our channel, our socials, everything. Okay, guys, thanks.
Later.